which celebrity got on stage, at which point the band started playing the wrong song and she just went with it, doing an awkward little dance. Cringeworthy. Keep watching to find out. It takes just one mishap for a star to ruin their career, especially when they are in the public eye.
I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.
Well, today we're going to be talking about stars who completely destroyed their career on live TV. Before we dive in and discuss, go ahead and click subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you'll never miss out on our future videos. And give this video a thumbs up if your favorite celebrity pulled a cringe-worthy stunt and ruined themselves on live television.
I'm so sorry, but there's something wrong with my ears.
Here we go. It was an unfortunate mistake, but a costly one. Janet Jackson is known not just for being a part of her family's various musical sensations, but also as a solo artist and performer as well. Well, she's also, as of 2004, known for her Super Bowl halftime show wardrobe malfunction, nicknamed Nipplegate. During her performance with Justin Timberlake at the end of the song, Timberlake was supposed to rip off part of her top to reveal a lacy bralette underneath, but instead the entire thing ripped, exposing her breasts to hundreds of millions of viewers on live TV. Although the wardrobe malfunction was not her fault, it led to Jackson being blacklisted from radio, a ton of controversy surrounding the situation, and CBS was fined hundreds of thousands of dollars for the mishap, which had them really pissed off at Jackson. Even Justin said he could have handled the situation better, but unfortunately Janet Jackson couldn't quite bounce back from the mistake that destroyed her career. In recent years, things have cooled off a bit, but the memory of that day is definitely seared into viewers' memories and very much still associated with Janet Jackson. Next up, Fergie. Known for her hits with the Black Eyed Peas as well as branching off as a solo artist and performer, there was a good amount of time that Fergie was very successful in the music industry. So naturally she was being invited to perform at multiple events, shows, etc. But things started to decline a little bit in the 2010s, and what she really needed was a comeback, either with the Black Eyed Peas or on her own, but nothing was seemingly panning out for the singer. Well, in 2018 she was given the opportunity to sing the national anthem at the NBA All-Star Game, and fans really thought she would prove her raw talent through the performance. Uh-oh.
Twilight's last gleam.
Not only were the vocals unsure and shaky, but it sounded like she was sexualizing the national anthem.
Never yet away.
Which obviously made people very uncomfortable. I mean, people were straight up laughing, including players on the Warriors, and when their reactions went viral, people everywhere couldn't contain their laughter either. Well, we literally haven't heard a peep from Fergie since then, so it definitely wasn't the comeback people expected, more like the straw that broke the camel's back for her career. This next one is just so cringeworthy, so buckle up and get ready. Paula Deen is of course the mega popular Southern chef who brings Southern comfort food to people's homes and tables. Well, she was actually sued by her former employee Lisa Jackson for racial and sexual discrimination, and the news spread like wildfire. Deen was brought in to give a deposition on what actually happened, and her side of the story was shocking to say the least. Upon being asked by the lawyer, "Have you ever used the N-word yourself?" she straight up said, "Yes, of course." She even admitted to having used the word behind closed doors in her own home, describing an event that took place with an African-American man. She said that when she was recounting the story to her husband, she used the derogatory word. Jackson also stated that Paula Deen was repeatedly degrading towards African-American people, even suggesting a plantation-style wedding for her brother, with black servants and everything. Well, she made it all worse by appearing on the Today Show, playing the victim, with tears that had many people going, "That's fake."
But they wish they could take back.
And some outrageous things like, "If you're out there, please pick up that stone and throw it so hard at my head that it kills me."
If you're out there, please pick up that stone and throw it so hard at my head that it kills me.
What? Just yikes all around. Major corporations, sponsors, and deals cut ties with her, and she could never quite recover from the insane financial and professional fallout that she brought upon herself. Tell us, friends, do you think she reacted that way because she was actually sorry or because she wanted to stop the financial bleeding? Definitely let us know in the comments. She was pretty much just starting out, trying to emerge from the shadow of her sister Jessica Simpson, but Ashley Simpson for a minute there seemed like she was going to have a very successful career. She was flying high from the popularity of songs like Pieces of Me, and her more rocker vibe, compared to her sister's goody two-shoes vibe, had people excited to see what came next for Ashley Simpson. But it all quickly came crashing down, of course, due to a dun-dun-dun live TV total fail. In 2004, she booked a spot on SNL, a gig that many artists would kill for, and America anticipated an energy-packed performance from the rising star. Well, there must not have been enough time for rehearsal or something, because the SNL performance totally exposed all of the flaws in Simpson's career in just a few seconds. First off, the music began, and the wrong song was playing, so the band actually began to play the right song, and naturally it all clashed. So Ashley was confused and looking around, and when the lead vocal was supposed to come in, it actually did, exposing that she wasn't actually singing and was actually lip-syncing to a very clear lead vocal on the backing track. By then, the band was confused, but kept playing since, well, the show must go on. Ashley responded not by taking charge and owning up to the flub by starting over, but proceeding to do this weird body roll dance and what she later called her version of a hoedown. And then she blamed the band for the whole mix-up. So she was lip-syncing and then blamed it all on the band? Oof. Safe to say her career was pretty much destroyed right then and there.
On a Monday, I am waiting. Tuesday, I am fading.
The next one is actually a married couple who both destroyed their careers on live television, so I guess they really are meant for each other. Natalia Kills and Willie Moon were judges on the New Zealand version of The X Factor, in which they were both immediately fired following tandem bullying of one particular contestant, Joe Irvine, back in 2015. The comments they made about him had pretty much nothing to do with his performance and almost everything to do with how he looked. Natalia accused him of stealing her husband Willie Moon's style, even though he was literally just wearing a suit and had a pretty normal haircut, so like, a lot of people look like that? She literally said she's disgusted at how much he's copied her husband and that he has no value or respect for originality.
I am disgusted at how much you have copied my husband. From the hair to the suit, do you not have any value or respect for originality?
And then to make matters even worse, her husband then chimed in, and this is where it gets really, really bad. He said that Irvine reminded him of Norman Bates, calling him creepy, saying he felt like he was gonna steal someone's face and stick it onto his own and then kill everyone in the audience.
It's like Norman Bates dressing up in his mother's clothing. It's just a little bit creepy, and I feel like you're gonna stitch someone's skin to your face and then kill everybody in the audience.
The other judges looked positively confused and uncomfortable, like they were trying to keep their cool, but internally like, what is even happening right now? Well, shortly after, they were both fired from their jobs and pretty much out of the limelight. One reporter said he hopes that Irvine actually wins after having dealt with the insane bullying from these two, and I quote, morons. Well, you would never think that just 2 words can completely destroy someone's career, but that's exactly what happened to AJ Clementi, who was beginning his first day as a news anchor for NBC Evening News in Bismarck, North Dakota. Well, the first day of a job can be tough and cause a lot of anxiety, but unfortunately for Clementi, these 2 words not only made his first day on the job his last, but also destroyed his career for years to come. He must have thought they were off air, and he must have been really stressed because he took a deep sigh, looked down, and uttered 2 swear words that got him fired immediately.
Gay fucking shit.
He went on several huge talk shows to discuss the moment and hasn't held a broadcast job since that day. Brian Williams was the weekend news anchor for NBC Nightly News from 1993 to 1999 before being promoted to head anchor in 2004, so he definitely seemed to be moving up in his career. What happened after that, however, turned everything upside down. He told a story about something that had happened a dozen years prior during the invasion of Iraq. In his story, he claimed that a helicopter he was flying in was taken down by RPGs. Quite a scary experience, and he told it with such fervor on multiple talk shows describing the terrifying event in detail. Well, numerous soldiers actually stepped up and publicly came forward and stated that no, Williams was not in fact in the helicopter that was taken down by the RPGs, but in one that was following about 30 minutes behind. Well, only after being called out, Williams took to live TV to apologize for misremembering the details of the event from 12 years ago.
I want to apologize. I said I was traveling in an aircraft that was hit by RPG fire.
And confirmed that he was not in fact in the helicopter that was shot down, but in one that followed closely behind.
I was instead in a following aircraft.
He then talked about how both helicopters landed after the ground fire incident and spent 2 harrowing days in a sandstorm, and he concluded by stating that the troops have his utmost respect and apologies. Even if it was 12 years ago, that's a pretty big event to remember incorrectly, especially when he had talked about it extensively in detail on live TV. After that, Williams was suspended for 6 months and demoted to chief anchor at MSNBC, and his professional credibility is definitely tainted for having made up the false story. Alright, there you have it. Stars who destroyed their careers on live TV. I know that was cringeworthy, but you made it. Tell us, what are your thoughts about the stars we included here, and do you know of others who completely flubbed their careers on live television? Leave us a comment below. As usual, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell as we bring you more juicy info, gossip, and speculation about the shows and stars you know and love. Until next time.